Development projects are underway in downtown Jacksonville. This week, two major proposals have been in the spotlight. This includes a plan to redevelop a large part of the North Bank and the JAG's plan for the shipyards. But there are other projects that will have an impact on the area as well. Joining us this morning is Mike Mendenhall, a staff writer with our news partner, the Jax Daily Record. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Zach. It's good to be with you.
Absolutely. You know, we begin this conversation in Brooklyn at the site of the former Florida Times-Union property, a story you broke.
Yeah, my editor, Karen Mathis, broke this story. So the former Florida Times-Union property is under contract to be sold to an Atlanta-based developer named Jeff Mccoys, and he wants to build a $250 million mixed-use development there. We're talking apartments, office, retail, and the hope is to integrate both the Emerald Trail and then a kind of a revamping of Mccoys Creek also.
You know, you and I were talking about this earlier this week. Having lived in Riverside, now downtown, that is prime real estate along the St. Johns River there. But for many people, including myself, I never realized that is where Mccoys Creek begins or ends at the St. Johns River, and it goes under all of that land.
It does. So it goes all the way underneath that particular property, and so I think the plan is going to be to open it up and really kind of expose that water amenity. And the developer wants to start construction on it this year, so it's a pretty aggressive timeline. And he is working with the city at the Downtown Investment Authority to make sure that Mccoys Creek, Mccoys Creek entryway can really be taken advantage of.
That's really awesome to hear. Truly a beautiful piece of real estate there. From Brooklyn and Riverside, we move to the South Bank to talk about development of apartments and restaurants.
Yeah, so there is the Related Group, which is a Miami-based developer. They're kind of in the end stages here of working with City Council to get about an $18 million incentive deal to build a large apartment complex, more than 300 units there.
Wow.
And they actually they've negotiated with the city to incorporate a parkfront restaurant that you'll see on your screen there. It wasn't a part of the original deal. The city really wanted this restaurant to be there because the apartment complex is going to be replacing the River City Brewing Co. restaurant that's been on the South Bank for decades.
For people not familiar with that area or wondering where that is, this is near Friendship Fountain behind Mosh.
Yes, yeah, it's behind the current location of Mosh. It's right on the Riverwalk, and the Riverwalk is going to be incorporated into the development. There's also part of the deal to restore a marina there, improve boat access, and the city has agreed to kind of do increased maintenance and upkeep on the park, which contains Friendship Fountain, to make sure that whole area stays vibrant for both residents and folks that are going to be using the space.
And currently there is fencing around Friendship Fountain.
Yeah, they're getting ready to do a remodel of Friendship Fountain, which will incorporate a new lighting show with other areas, other public areas in downtown, and it'll all be coordinated and synced. Last
but certainly not least, Union Terminal Warehouse.
Yeah, so your viewers might notice Union Terminal Warehouse. It's a pretty prominent, large structure on the edge of downtown. It's a historic building. So another Atlanta-based developer, Columbia Ventures, is working to turn this into a large apartment complex, but also with 35,000 square feet of retail space. So they're actually getting a loan from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and they're working with the city also to get some incentive dollars to kind of make this happen. And this is another development that's also going to incorporate the Emerald Trail. There are actually two tunnels that go underneath this building that the developer is working with Groundwork Jacksonville to utilize and actually create some type of a subterranean underground tunnel to incorporate Emerald Trail through this property.
That is awesome. Any timeline on this project?
So they want to break ground by early next year, and the most hopeful projections is it could open in 2024.
Wow, Mike, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Zach, it's a pleasure as always.